Hey there, European history lovers. Usually during class, we have time to look at a ton of Dutch art, and it's one of the most interesting art, movements of the time period because Dutch art is different than other art of Europe during these same years. So the Dutch Golden Age of art runs from about 1600 to 1648. And while many other places are painting religious scenes and mostly biblical references, the people that lived in the Dutch provinces were not allowed to paint religious scenes. So their artwork actually is more representative of what people were doing in the daily lives than of any other area. And we're really not going to see representations of common people and the home and material objects throughout many places in Europe until the realist movement that happens at the very end of the 1800s. So in the 1600s, we're getting a picture of what people are doing on the daily. And the reason why they weren't painting religious scenes is because they're Calvinists. And in Calvinism, you're not allowed to. So it wasn't just like it wasn't like a government movement, like don't paint religious scenery. It was a religious honoring. So we have these beautiful art pieces depicting life in the Dutch provinces. Let's see some. So here we have some beautiful landscapes here. You'll notice that a lot of these Jan van Goyen images are landscapes. These are primarily of the southern provinces, which are away from the coast. He did paint some ships and other things, but he did like a whole collection of fields. And again, this is supposed to be representing the everyday life. We have people who are just going on, carrying on with their business. A lot of the portraits aren't even traditional portraits during the Dutch Golden Age. You will see people just going on, folding laundry, kind of looking away from the painter, the artist. So it's quite unique. Like, see how these people are just gathering? These paintings make me not want to live in the 1600s, guys. All right, so this is Ruysdael, who painted a lot more coastal scenes. The Dutch were knowledgeable navigators. They were merchants. They made lots of money for their kingdom by doing navigation, buying and selling and trading. So a lot of Dutch art does focus on this because it's a highlight of Dutch life. Here's a beautiful landscape, and you'll notice that there is this main focus. You're looking out on this scene, and you'll notice the church is right there. That's paying homage to the stress on Calvinism and the heavens. Here's another look at this. But again, a lot of windmills, a lot of ships. You'll see people in Calvinist dress. The Dutch were also incredibly proud of these like damming type systems that they had come up with. So you'll see that in reference. This one's called the Dam, like how they're being able to live in these lands. Again, here's another church. Here's some images of some man of war ships. This is by Wilhelm van den Velde. Lots of focus again on that mercantile empire. When I see these ships, I know that Denmark is not part of this kingdom, but I always think of the Little Mermaid. So here we have some more animal portraits. Lot of, this is actually a painting of inside of a church. Van Steen's very common, more about these home paintings. He painted a woman, maybe in here, it's called the Gypsy. No, she's not in here, but it's supposed to be more of traditional life. Now, this just looks like a family gathering. However, in your own reading, you're supposed to be looking and seeing what all of these different items symbolize. Because in Dutch art, items aren't just there for show. They're there for symbolic meaning. Like everything has a purpose. So you'll see this here. all these images, look at these cute little pups here, all have very important stories. So, this one, it's like a suitor is coming at the day of the wedding. And, one other thing, too, that you'll notice in Dutch art is that Calvinists were incredibly focused on life's, following life's purpose. And you'll notice that there's a lot of emphasis on geometry, just like there is in, Renaissance artwork, but this is taking it to a new level. Now we're looking at geometric figures that make up the life. So look at the floor here. So we have this tile floor and all that. Look at the light in this image and where it draws your eye to, and that arched doorway. Look at how the scene is. What is this saying about what's going on in the home versus what's going on outside of the home? So just some very unique images, again, for this time period. In the 1600s, other artists were not painting family scenes. They weren't utilizing symbolism in the same way that the Dutch were. This painting is incredibly famous. So again, we have that Calvinism, that square floor, but also we have women and they're tending to laundry. So I'm sure you may have heard like cleanliness is closest to godliness. And you'll see a lot of paintings of people cleaning or folding linens, particularly white linens from the Dutch Golden Age. So here's women doing laundry, cleaning. Look at this, incredible. It almost looks like a picture. It's so beautiful. So these Van Riemer is more known for doing portraits of individuals. So he did the girl with the pearl earring. This is about navigation. You can see the globe. You can see the maps in the background, the compass. The geographer, this one's incredibly popular. You may have seen this before. The Dutch are like really all about how much money they have. So you'll notice a lot of the images have reference to water or to maps in the background, milk, bread, the bounty, right? So I'm just going to click through some more of these so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Look at all this Calvinist dress. That is the gypsy. Yes, we have some of these images, they kind of give like a post-impressionist feel to them. Celebration, symbolism everywhere. This basket is prime for it. The table, drinks. These are some more religious. These are later paintings. We're also going to see some anatomy images here. So just trying to get you a good look at what's going on here. I did want to see if I could. Okay. So these images here, these still lives, are hugely popular, again, in Dutch art. These people, they wanted their things painted, and you're going to learn about all the different symbolism of all of these. This is a painting, guys. Look at this beautiful silver shine. Look at the water, the wine, this is meat pie. All of these things tying to landholdings in the West or to what type of businesses these families were in. The citrus fruits that came from the tropical world. You'll see sometimes like a stein. You'll see birds sometimes. There's flowers, these, exotic flowers, and insects sometimes were pictured. So these still lifes of your items, that some of you may draw in art class, like Art 1. I'm sure you draw like tables of things. That's been popularized by these Dutch artists. All right. That's all I'm going to get for you right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day.